Good afternoon. This is Midweek with Nick Nicholas. Dateline June the 2nd, 2010. Today's midweek commentary will restate again what I said last week and the week before. And that is, the market is in a bottoming formation. And there is still a lot of fear out there. And consequently, when there is fear, that's when you should be buying. I want to be very clear. I do not give investment advice. For that, you will have to go to an investment advisor, a qualified investment advisor. Do not misunderstand me and what I'm saying. Although the metals markets are in a bull market trend that is, and should be bought on down spikes, the financial markets are in a bear market trend. I strongly believe that the Dow is on its way to 5,000 or less. In a bear market, we have upside rallies. And it is my view that the financial markets, as well as currencies such as the euro, are oversold at this time. And it is very likely that we will soon see a bull rally in this bear market. And from that you can benefit, of course. As my friend from AB Management in Switzerland cautions me, these are very difficult calls. Maybe the rebound will be short-lived, but it will be opportunities to raise cash in these financial markets. The market is not to be disrespected. It will be a bull killer. The bear market may take a brief rest, but perhaps not for long. When will that distribution phase be finished? That is the main question, says Ian Woods. That is the main question. The market will become more and more volatile. Institutional investors are moving more quickly than they ever have in the past. Many of them are becoming traders instead of investors. And a lot of their money, as the market moves along, will be going into hedge funds. And this, of course, will aid and abet more and more volatility. So the average investor is in a very toxic environment, an environment that is very hard to trade in. Under these circumstances, if you are totally adverse to risk, then trade the financial markets, keeping in mind that you are looking at rallies in the bear market. It is my view that by the spring next year, you should be out of the financial markets and have some additional cash. But what should you do with that additional cash? For me, I'm in it for the long term. I do not trade the financial markets. I stick with the hard assets. And whenever I have some free cash, then I get into my favorite precious metal and base metal companies, especially those in gold and silver, rare earth, and energy. In addition to my core holdings in the majors, I expect my biggest upside to be in the intermediaries, like the explorers, and those that are near-term production. We at Mining Interactive have high expectations for the share value of the companies that we represent. Mawson Resources, for instance, is in uranium, but now as well in gold, and it's only trading at just above 30 cents, which is nearly the cash in the bank. So that certainly should be bought. Mosquito has got 4.5 billion pounds of molybdenum. And let's say even at a net of $10 per pound. 4.5 billion pounds times $10 per pound, that's not bad. I think Mosquito should be in your core holdings actually by now. Tasman is a new story. Just came on the market last November it was. And it's done very well. It started off at around 60 cents. It went up to $1.50. And it's now come down to just below $1. So this is really a very good buying opportunity for Tasman. They not only have exploration properties in the rare earth spectrum, but they also have an exploration property that is a past mine in Finland. So these projects are well advanced, and their drilling at Norra Kärr in Sweden is ongoing at this time, and we should have a report from that soon again. Toomey Resources, well, that's one of my favorites. It's right now I know only trading at just above 10 cents, but I think Toomey has got a fantastic potential. It's got a great portfolio of exploration property, great management. I've known David Henstrich since the early 90s, and I expect he has got 6 drill targets, I think it is, 5 of them in Sweden and 1 of them in Mexico. Plus, in Mexico, of course, he's got the Latrini, where he's got 10 million ounces of silver. 10 million ounces of silver, you know, that could create some very interesting cash flow for the company. If they, let's say, only produce 2 million ounces of silver a year for 5 years. It's small, but it could be a company builder. Now, you can find, of course, all of that detailed information on our website, mininginteractive.com. And, of course, you always should invest in the metal companies that you have personally researched and that you feel comfortable with. Those companies that you know the management of, that you know the management is going to give you a fair shake for your investment dollar, and that they're not spending your investment dollar frivolously, and that they are very frugal. Well, that's it for now, my dear viewer, and that's it for another week. Stay the course in these very, very volatile times, and above all, just don't panic. Don't panic. This is Midweek with Nick Nicholas. As always, stay tuned, and bye for now.